They say if you give a man a fish, he will eat today. But if you teach him to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. These people, in a way, are learning how to fish. This isn't just farming. This is a scientifically advanced form of agricultural development known as seed, or something to eat every day. Seed projects have gained worldwide acclaim, and now CBN's Orphans Promise is bringing this wealth of knowledge to the Gypsy people of Western Ukraine. As we look across the vast land resources in these Gypsy communities, it's hard to understand why these people are not already productive farmers. Orphans Promise has been helping the children here for nearly 4 years and has come to understand the plight of these communities. The Gypsies, or Roma people, are born into a tragic cycle of poverty, partly because of their own bad decisions, partly because they've been rejected by most of society. They have difficulty finding work, so they learn at an early age to steal. When they do get money, they spend it frivolously instead of saving for necessities. In the frigid months, they suffer because they don't know how to winterize their homes. The only warmth comes from fires that produce toxic fumes and open flames that are a constant hazard for their children. 75% of the Roma population is under 10. Children with no vision, no guidance for their futures. Dirty, poor, speaking a Gypsy dialect, they aren't welcome in government schools. In fact, most girls are married and pregnant by 13 or 14, thus continuing the cycle. 95% of the people cannot read or write. Orphans Promise has set up programs to educate these children, and we are seeing amazing results. Through the community churches, many are finding Jesus. But the Gypsy life is still filled with tragedy.
I have no money. I'm ashamed even to talk about it. I work here for $3 per day.
I have nothing to feed the children. We built a house, but have nothing to put in it.
I had a child of 2 years old. We had nothing to eat. He asked for bread. We had none, and so he died.
In the past several months, Orphans Promise has helped alleviate many struggles as the needs became evident, providing heaters in the frigid winter, boots and shoes, and helping winterize homes, washing machines for moms with many children. We are constructing a bathhouse for a community of 5,000 people that has no running water, where children only bathe in the summer in a nearby river. All this and the continued commitment to educate the children. And now, Orphans Promise brings the SEED program, by far the most innovative solution for these Gypsy communities.
I think this is the future of the Gypsy people, because you can see here's everywhere is a land. It's free. There's 20 families working.
The land is plentiful, and the education and resources are provided, including specially developed seeds and fertilizers. But ultimately, the Roma people will decide the outcome.
When we started this project in this Roma community, we had our reservations. It was quite a risky endeavor, but today you can see the vegetables are growing and getting ready to be harvested. Really, when you give a chance to somebody who wants to succeed, you show them how, and then you give them the tools, you can see the results.
The SEED project is now established in 7 different Roma communities. Each leader signed a contract agreeing to oversee and maintain their community project. This Baron told us he used to think Christians were only good for preaching and fighting for power. But he says the Christians he's working with here are different.
I asked that God would give me this work. Now I can provide for myself and feed my children.
I am so happy that now I have crops on this land. We are working this land ourselves. I'm so grateful to all who have helped us with this.
Thank you to God, and thank you to those He is using. We are thankful to Him that He sent such people to help us.
One man told us off camera that he used to think his fate was to live by stealing and lying because he was a gypsy. But now he says he knows there's a different way because he has learned how to make a practical living using his own hands. In the midst of the successful beginnings, we have seen some unexpected promise. A pair of orphaned young men attended the seed seminar training and were given a plot of land. Hard work is not typical of Roma young people who are often engaged in begging or stealing.
I get up in the morning and I go out into the field. I like everything about it, that vegetables are grown here. I love this work. It calms me and I receive a lot of satisfaction when I work.
It was so wonderful that we had these teachers come that knew how to show us how to do everything professionally. It was all very interesting, and I really fell in love with the whole process.
Sasha and Sergei have been attending an Orphans Promise teen and young adult program where they're being mentored and educated, and where they met Jesus. Now they're encouraged by the agricultural skills they're learning and the hope it adds to their future.
When I will live on my own, I will be able to plant everything by myself, because now I have learned what I need to do and how to do it properly.
In the future, this knowledge will really help me. When I have children, I will be able to pass it along to them. And with a bigger section of land, I can grow enough to sell and make money enough to provide for a family.
This is only the beginning of new hope for the Roma communities of Ukraine. As they use their hands to cultivate the land, we're expecting this new vision to yield a great harvest.